I'm Christiane Kubrick. I'm 88. I'm a painter. I've always been a painter since I was a child. But I started out as an actress. The stage was the natural home of my family. My parents were opera singers, so that came naturally. Like them, I ended up in the theatre. I acted, from classics to musicals, but also on television and in films. At one point, my agent suggested an audition for an American film that was to be produced in Munich. I got that part. I was lucky. It was in 1957. The director was Stanley Kubrick. To make a long story short, we fell in love, got married, and stayed together until his death in 1999. Being with Stanley allowed me to do what I really wanted to do. Never to work again as an actress, but to finally become the painter I was dreaming about. My husband was my biggest fan and only supportive. We went to America and I enrolled at the New York Art Academy. I couldn't wait. We went back to Europe many times for Stanley's films, until 1965, when we finally settled in England for the production of Stanley's film 2001, A Space Odyssey. I fell in love with England and its landscape. My paintings reflect this love affair. Gardens, trees, lawns, animals. Nature in all its glory, in all its diversity. And our 3 daughters. It never changed. Here are some very early paintings made during my time at the New York Academy. With time, I developed my own style. I've never not painted. I remember myself as a child drawing all the time, everywhere, using other people's paper, and I tore out the pages of very nice large books because they had very good paper. That wasn't liked. Even in nursery school, I didn't want to play the games, I didn't want to do any of the stuff, I just wanted to use all their paper and crayons. So as I grew up and I didn't go for very long to an art school. Much later I did a bit, but for the longest time I drew on the back of I made my money in the theater, so on the back of all my scripts there are drawings. Sometimes people looked at the drawings, they said, why don't you do that? You mean instead of my lousy acting? This is my studio. They were all musicians, and they thought I should become a musician. I pointed out to them that I really don't like practicing the piano, and that I would rather draw. And that didn't go down well, which was kind of stupid. But then I wasn't with my parents very often, because I grew up during the war. So I painted and drew all the time, really. And in school, I was allowed to do the biology and the history pictures in people's notebooks, show them how to do that. I enjoyed that. And I then had a puppet theater, and that's how I learned to really paint and make things and sculpt. And so I made the puppets in the theater, and that was really how I grew up inside that little box.